It doesn't buy you anything to say you should do this thing because it's going to save the planet. It is a motivating message for a very, very, very small percentage of the population. The first mistake is that people go green to save the planet, and they largely do not. And it is not a motivating message for the mainstream population. They're going to buy green products for completely different reasons, and trying to force the issue and educate them about all the dire stuff that could go wrong just doesn't work. All right, second mistake is let's tell them everything they need to know in our packaging, and let's make the packaging really sustainable. The takeaway is the green packaging innovation has to make sense with the brand. Comfort and convenience are much bigger drivers for consumers than the environment. So, so the idea that I now have a plastic bottle that kind of scrunches all up when I drink it, that's inconvenient, it's uncomfortable, I don't like it. And so you've got to check those boxes before you can start doing something nice for the environment. Third thing we do wrong. I don't know that manufacturers do this intentionally. There is a reality that when you start stripping chemicals out of stuff and trying to use all natural alternatives, sometimes it literally doesn't work as well. But think about that. A quarter of the people who bought a green product weren't happy with it. That's a problem, and half of them would not buy again. Here's the last piece we get wrong. There was this assumption in the beginning, and certainly pre-recession this was true. Pre-recession, people would pay a little bit more to help the environment, but not anymore. Those days are gone, particularly the mainstream middle. So what does work for a mainstream consumer? As we mentioned earlier, it's about targeting that right consumer in a way that connects to her personal values, and then you apply the principles of behavioral science to keep her motivated over time. We bucket consumers into 4 buckets based on behaviors and attitudes about things. Within each of these buckets, then there are different worldviews. If we just look at people based on behaviors, then we think, okay, well, we can message to all actives the same way, but we can't because there's a rainbow of different worldviews within each of these segments. All right, sometimes it's a situational problem, and when it comes to sustainability, the situational problem is it just seems too damn big. It's like this giant problem. The planet is in peril. It's we're all going to die, and we just have to fix it. And then we scream platitudes at people. We say, conserve, be green. Like, what does that mean? How am I supposed to do that? Save the planet. Really? Really? How am I supposed to do that? You want people to do something green, you've got to give them a specific action to take. And as we work on behavior change, there's all these things that seem like they're in opposition that we've got to manage. So we've got to engage both logic and emotion. As you market to the mainstream consumer, remember this, it is not about the planet. Jargon and packaging innovations can actually hurt you more than help you. Price and performance have to be the same or better than conventional product, and you must check the comfort and convenience box first before you check the environmental box. And it's totally about understanding the right consumer, connecting to what she values, and then creating conditions within which she can stay motivated and engaged over time. Thank you.
Please join me in thanking Suzanne.
Thank you.